Uh, Hi YouTube, Maga Supreme here coming at you guys with another reading. So since this is the second week of the new year, I decided to do a just a very general, and I will stress that a very general New Year reading for my YouTube people. Again, I stress that this reading is going to be very general because I actually do in depth year in review and like New Year readings. If you guys are interested in booking for a New Year reading, my New Year readings go on for about maybe 2.5 hours, depending on how dense your year is. It's very detailed and is actually one of my most popular readings. So. If you guys are interested in getting a personal and more in-depth New Year reading, I do those, and I'm gonna extend my offer for doing them throughout the week, just to be fair to my YouTube crowd, because my Instagram, Facebook people, they had their chance to book, but I really didn't do anything for my YouTube people. So I'll extend it for this week for everyone who wants to book with me to get a New Year reading. So if you want to book me, the my booking information is always in the description of every video, and I'll also put the price of the reading in the description as well. So now that we handled business, let's get into the reading. So for this reading, as I said, this will be a very general look at the new year, or like the energies around the new year. It won't really be telling you anything like events or anything like that. For that kind of like information, you definitely need to book. But for here, this is just like more so like what kind of energy the new year is going to bring, or like maybe the themes around the challenges and lessons you're going to be learning for the year. We're going to see what's going to come up. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to see what's going to come up. And I just figured out how I'm going to do this reading on the fly. Go me. So what we're going to do now is get into pile selection. So for pile selection, we have three piles, and I'll just have you guys pick by card back. So for pile one, we have this card back. For pile two, we have this card back. And for pile three, we have this card back. So take your time and pick the card back that you actually feel more drawn to, or that actually just look the coolest to you. And we'll get into the reading. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a rune that's going to give me the energy of your new year. So let's see. What is the energy of Pile 1's new year? What's the energy that this new year is bringing for Pile 1? Okay. Wow. So for Pile 1, the energy is Udurus. Now the Udurus rune is actually is actually very funny that this came out when we were talking about like energy, because the Urus itself is energy and force itself. Urus is that unstoppable force, is that energy to get up, to push through and persevere. As you can see, there's actually a bull that's depicted into the picture of this rune, and is actually quite apt here. Um, with the Urus rune representing the energy for your new year, Pile 1, there's actually a lot of things that's going to be initiated by you. There's this energy of like forward movement despite challenges. I don't know if this year is going to be particularly easy for you, Pile 1, but one thing is for sure is you're going to make it through, no matter no matter the difficulty of this year. That is for certain. I think this is going to be a very personally empowering year for my Pile 1s. They're going to really see that they can make it through a lot. They're a lot more resilient and tougher than they ever thought, and a lot more capable. The Udurus rune representing the energy here is just like It's just giving me everything that I wanted out of this reading. This is definitely a good sign that maybe for this year, Power One is going to be more so a focus on meeting goals, setting your sights on something and going forward and not letting yourself be stopped. This is a very important year for, I feel like, self development, Power One. There's a lot that I'm getting here, but to help focus the energy a little bit more and to get so I can get a better understanding, I'm gonna pull a card that's on a theme of your new year. So let's see what the theme of 2023 is supposed to be. And of course, I accidentally left a card in here from a different deck. I'm gonna have to move that around. But it's funny that the card that came out is a great adventure. So maybe Power One, with taking a risk and venturing forward in a great adventure card, maybe something, there's just gonna be a new change in your life. Period. Maybe you're gonna move. Maybe you're gonna see maybe you're gonna move. Power One. But there's something here about something new and exciting and like your energy not being able to be contained. Here. This is the one that I pulled for the theme. Take responsibility. It's a number 33 card at that. It says, take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. How can you live with more meaning, integrity, and truth? Now, with this card, what this is really telling me is that this is about you shaping your experiences this year. Like I said, the Uruz rune is very personally empowering, and I feel like you're going to be the change that you want to see in your world in 2023. If 2022, 2021, and 2020, any one of those years in that span has been particularly tough and draining, 2023 is that year of recovery where you stop allowing yourself to be drained and you actually like pick yourself up, pick your energy up, and you go forward despite everything that's been happening, Power One. Yeah, this card says take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. This is, and again, like I said, everything that's going to be happening in this year is going to be like kind of forwarded and started by you, Power One. This is going to be the year. I'm feeling like a choose your own adventure story. A choose your own adventure story because I pulled this great adventure card. Like, yeah, Power One, whatever's happening in the new year of 2023, it's all going to have to be by your choice. I feel like the universe is going to present you with certain situations, and it's going to be up to you to decide how you want to handle it and go forth with them. Yeah, I feel that very strongly. I keep feeling like someone that was actually very sad, very down, or just been having like a tough time for 2022, finally deciding that fuck all that. I'm gonna make this year a better year for me. I feel it. Yeah. At the bottom, you are the joy seeker. What little victories can you celebrate? This is definitely about changing your life around. Finding the energy to finally change your life around and to moving in the direction that you want. Power One. That's very clear to me. That's what the energy around 2023 is, and that's what the theme is for you to choose your own adventure and create the life that you want in 2023 to get started on that process. Now I have two more oracle decks. Now I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. So the next question I can ask is what's going to be important for you to remember, and what's going to be important for you to remember in 2023, and we have the observer. Now the observer card is all about making sure that you actually like have a bigger don't be so close up on your experiences. How can I say this? To make sure that you see your life and your experiences in 2023 with a wide lens. Try to see the bigger picture around everything that's been happening. Like if you've been getting into more altercations with friends lately and you've been having people leave. Instead of just sitting there and being mad and like sad about, oh, I'm losing friends, think about the big picture. There are people that are not in alignment with my path in life, and now they're being weeded out. I'm being prepared to go to where I need to go, to have the people I need to have. It's all about the way that you view your life and your, how can I say this? It's not an expression, but it's just the way that you interpret your life that's going to be very important. And it's important to not be so focused in on the mundane or the little things that happen, but try to see everything for the big picture. And that's your advice for 2023. Try to see the big picture, Power One. The energy is like pushing you forward. It's going to present you with new opportunities, new challenges, things that you haven't really thought of, or things that you probably never faced before. And the big point of the entire year 2023 is for you to create the life that you want and to shape your experiences with a lot more intention, Power One. Things are going to start happening and moving in 2023, especially if 2022 or 2021 or 2020 has been really slow. So let's get some additional cards around the new year. I'm gonna pull three. A lot of cups and stars. Nine of swords at the bottom. Okay, this is interesting. So yeah, it seems like I might have been on the right track with people who's probably been struggling or like really going through a lot in like maybe the last year or three, depending on how deep your struggle has been. There's a strong energy here right now of just like kind of surrendering. I think right now you guys are kind of like in a state of surrender. Like it's like, all right, life has been kicking my ass lately. Let me just sit down and see what's going to happen. Um, I get the feeling that maybe you wasn't just kind of letting things happen. You were already still taking this Uru's energy and trying to push and make things happen, but that wasn't the point of that year or the energy or the lessons that you were going through. You were meant to face the things that you faced, and I'm feeling like it's for character development. It was to finally get you to sit down and to really understand that these experiences are happening to you, and now it's time to see the bigger picture as to why these things are happening. And that's going to become much more clearer for you in 2023, Power One. For the middle card, we have the Star, which is beautiful. This is exactly the card you want to see. So I really feel like this is going to be the year where you reclaim your life and reclaim your time. The Star card and the theme of the year fits hand in hand. Taking responsibility for your life, living with more meaning, integrity, and truth. And that's exactly what the Star card does. After the life that you known is like really ripped away from you due to the Tower experience, the Star card is here to remind you that there's always hope. That there's always a chance for you to like grow, to rebuild, and to like really find more meaning in your life. And I love this here. One thing that I'm also feeling with the Star card is the I'm really feeling the age of Aquarius. Like, and the age of Aquarius is all about revolution. I feel like there's something really, really different that's going to happen in this life, and it's going to be a big change for you, Power One. Definitely, 2023 is going to be. It's going to feel different to a lot of you, but it's really going to start setting you along your true path, like where you're meant to be in life, or at least the person that you're meant to be, if you're not that person already. But that's me digressing. Star card here, energy of hope, faith, and renewal. This is definitely about getting your life back on track or shaping it in a way that you want it to go. And then finally, the last card that you have is the Seven of Cups. Now, with the Seven of Cups here, this is the card of illusion, of choice, of many choices. And like I said, I really feel like 2023 is going to present you with a lot of different situations, Power One. And it's going to be up to you to make your choices. Some going to lead to good consequences, some to bad. But the fact of the matter is that you're the one that's shaping your adventure now. Your spirit guides are giving you the reins. They're going to present you with opportunities, and it's just going to be up to you to pick and choose and cherry pick what you want out of your life and out of your experiences. That is very, very clear. Certain things just going to happen because you know they're meant to, and you're supposed to not react to them in like a really deep and negative and deeply emotional way, Power One. I think you're being called to like really see the bigger picture of your life and everything that's been happening. That's very much clear to me from everything that I've been seeing. So yeah, Power One, it seems like your year is meant to get you up, push your life forward, and to help you create the life that you always want, that you want for yourself. It could be the life that you've always wanted, or you can unwittingly create an even worse life for yourself, depending on how you handle the lesson that this year is trying to teach you. Because it can always go both ways, depending on how well you listen to your intuition and the choices you make. So Yeah, Power One, you're set to have a very deep and transformative year, but it's all up to you on whether or not you're going to harness that energy, understand the lessons that's trying to be taught to you, and learn and grow in a proper way. There's many choices, many different ways that your year can go, Power One, and it's ultimately going to be down to you. So that's your reading, Power One. Please like and comment and subscribe to my channel if you watch this video to this point. You might as well. If you guys want to support my channel, the links to do so are in the description. You can donate a deck from Amazon, book a reading, or donate money. Any way you choose to support is a-okay with me. Thank you so much for your time and energy, Power One, and please be blessed. Bye. If you chosen Pile 2, then this reading is for you. So Pile 2, let's get some, what's the first thing? We're going to look for the energy around your new year, around 2023. So let's see what kind of energy 2023 is going to be bringing to your doorstep, Pile 2. No, this one here. You got Perthro. This is an interesting one, Pile 2. Perthro is the rune of luck. I think there's luck and fate, actually. Let me look through these. Do we have a rune of fate? I'm pretty sure it's Perthro. Yeah, fate doesn't jump out to me in any other one. It's Perthro. But Ansu's, that was going to be right behind it. That's lit. Yeah, Pile 2, there's something that's going to be magical about your new year. I feel like this might just culminate into one big moment. It's just going to be a lot of small mysteries happening around. This year is going to be very interesting. There's a lot of small mysteries that's going to be happening. Little small events that happen that doesn't seem to have any significance, but it's all leading up to something very, very important in your life, Pile 2. I feel like 2023 is going to be an important year for you, or at least a very lucky year for those of you who've been having a little bit of trouble or feeling down on your luck. Or if you just feel like 2023 is going to be your year, it just might. One thing about Perthro, though, is that it could be either good luck or bad luck. It's really just tossing lots and seeing what you get. So there's an energy here that, yeah, this year could be very lucky, could be very fateful, or you could just have a series of unfortunate events. It all depends on fate, luck, and what's happening. But this is very, very interesting energy to have around a new year. I can't wait to see what else comes out around this, because this is very interesting to me, at least. So let's get a look at the theme of your 2023 Pile 2. I just felt like it had to be this. And you got the Midas touch. Things are working out in your favor. In what ways are you abundant right now? Remember how I said all this about good luck? And it seems like it just might be that. Your projects or whatever it is that you're working on in 2023 are gonna do well. Whatever it is that you're trying to do in 2023, things are gonna be working out for you, Pile 2. This is an intensely positive year for you, at least so far, according to the reading and the energy. This is a very intensely positive year for you. In what ways are you abundant right now? You might be coming into 2023 on a high, Pile 2. One of those people that ended 2022 off well, and 2023 is just going to continue to top itself in your life. There's a strong energy here that things are going to go, that 2023 is going to be like a very, very good year for you. And it's kind of like faded, or it's going to be like a lucky kind of year. Like, I'm getting that very, 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 very clearly, Pile 2. Especially since Perthro came out, and now we got the Midas touch. This is like the year where the things that you really want to work out for you is going to work out for you. And the things that are meant and I should say that the things that are meant to work out for you are going to work out for you this year without fail. So really make sure that you're staying in line with your intuition. That you're, if you're someone that connects to your spirit guides or whatever, make sure you do that a lot this year, because they're going to be guiding you on which way to go, and it's important that you listen to your intuition and act on that stuff, because the things that you're feeling led and guided to do is what is exactly what's going to lend you that Midas touch, that abundance, that increase, that luck, that's really meant to be your blessing for this year, pile 2. So keep that in mind. This is meant to be a really good and lucky, fulfilling year for you, especially if you're someone who wants to get a creative endeavor off the ground, or a job, or enterprise. This is the year. So the next card I'm going to grab is some advice for the year. So what advice do you have for pile 2? It's this one. Regeneration. With the regeneration card, this is definitely about like things coming back into things actually starting to like grow. Yeah. Okay. That's what I feel from this, is growth. This is the year of luck, positivity, and growth. Pile 2. Like this, it can't get any more positive than this. Like, this is like all the generic things that people want from out of a good year, and it's all showing up in this reading for you, pile 2. So if you pick this pile, you're probably in for a really good year. Regeneration talks a lot about recovery. Here, the ground has been charred. This could be like you guys losing everything, or like everything kind of being kind of rough. But in 2023, this is the year where things like start growing in a positive direction. Things change this year. Fated changes, lucky changes, coincidental changes, whatever you want to talk about it, whatever you want to say. Serendipitous change. It's all meant to happen this year, pile 2. So if I were you, I'd start working on like connecting to my intuition, or just think about something that I want to achieve this year and start working towards that. Because if you have a clear goal in mind and you start moving towards it, all the twists and turns are really going meant to either put you somewhere new, or to land you exactly where you want, or even better. So it's all up to you and your path, but this is meant to be a lucky and fateful year for you, pile 2. So I'm going to get some additional energy from the tarot and see what we get. The Magician jumped right out for you again. First thing I said was this could be a magical year, and now we got the Magician. No, not my entire deck trying to fall out of my hand. I'm trying to throw everything at you, pile 2. Let's get the second card. Because right now, what the Magician is telling me is that this is literally all about you. The Magician is all about your self-efficacy, self-belief, and like really your esteem, and like kind of like how in your belief in yourself. One of the biggest things that I'm seeing here is that you really are going to be working magic this year. Maybe some of you guys are quote unquote witches or spiritualists, whatever you want to say. But the fact of the matter is, pile 1, whatever it is that you want to try to manifest for this year, the things that you want and that you put the energy and the work towards are definitely going to like turn out well for you. This is the energy that I'm really, really feeling. As long as you have that confidence in yourself and you believe in yourself and you apply all of yourself, that knowledge, skills, and abilities that you have, the things that you want are yours. With the 8 of Wands coming out in the next card, this is letting me know that this is going to be swift energy. Like these are things that 2023 might go by really fast for you, or might seem like things are happening very quickly. If I were you, pile 2, I would definitely be preparing. Like, definitely make sure I have a plan in mind. If you haven't already by the end of 2023, I'm figuring most of this stuff is already taken care of. Have a plan in mind for the year, and you're moving in that direction. Keep going, pile 2. If that's what you're already doing, keep going, because you're moving in the right direction, and your guides are going to push you to where you need to go. And finally, we have the Hermit. Think about what it is that you want out of your life. Temperance. Think about what it is that you want out of your life, the balance that you want to see, the things that you want pile 2, because it's meant to be. But first, you need to get in touch with yourself, get in touch with your inner universe. Like I said, your spirit guides are going to be very important for this year, or your intuition is going to be very important. It's important that you take the time out that you need to get in touch with that. If you need to spend more time alone this year, spend more time alone. But the energy here is that there's something deep inside of you that is like very much attuned to this year, towards your guides, and you're really going to be getting pushed towards everything that you're meant to have, or that's fated for you. And I believe that the start of that is this year. Pile 2, the start of that is this year. You're going to learn a lot about yourself, about the things that you can achieve, and it's just going to be happening. This year's going to go by really quickly. I really don't have anything else to say. Like, I'm kind of like losing all of my energy just reading this, because it's just so much positivity and so many things that want to be said here. But again, this is a very general reading, so I'm going to keep it general. But there's so much here. Like, I'm seeing like 5 different scenarios. I don't know how many people are going to watch this video, but I'm seeing like at least like 3, 4, 5 different scenarios just from this alone. Like, this is like so good, so positive, and so fulfilling. This is great energy, pile 2. Lucky you. It seems like you're heading into a very positive, fulfilling, and lucky year, and probably a faded year for some of you. So good luck. Hopefully you guys look forward to that. That's the end of your reading, pile 2. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave a comment, or subscribe to my channel if you made it this far. That will really help a lot. If you guys want to support me in other ways, you can donate a deck from my Amazon wish list. You can donate money, or you can book a reading. But any way you choose to support me is A-okay with me. Thank you so much for your time and energy, pile 2, and please be blessed. Bye. If you've chosen this deck, or pile 3, then this reading is for you. So pile 3, first things first, let's get a look at the energy of your new year. So let's see what you got going on, pile 3, in terms of energy for 2023. Nah. Okay. You have the Berkana rune. This is nice. The Berkana is all about, first of all, it's the energy of the mother. There's a energy here, or at least like the feeling around this, is that you're going to be mothered this year, pile 3. Rather by the universe, rather you're going to be a mother this year for some of you, or it's just something here about a gestation and growing period. 2023 can be another year for like deep and personal growth for you. A lot of lessons being learned, and a lot of things of that nature. I'm feeling like if you pick this pile, you're either, there's something here that's telling me like you might either be in your 50s or maybe in your early 20s. Like, and that's such a big gap and so specific. I don't know why, but I'm gonna just say that. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Don't ask me, pile 3. And that could be completely wrong. It's just the feeling that I have. But with the Berkana rune here, lending this energy for your year, this is definitely going to be a very personal year. Like, very, very personal. The Berkana rune is all about you. This is you, your growth, your gestation, you and the earth. No one else between you and this planet. One of the biggest things that I'm feeling here, pile 3, is that, and especially since you chose this deck, which is like really big on symbolism and stuff like that, you might be heavily into the occult. But the biggest thing that I'm getting here with the Berkana rune representing the energy is that this is a year of growth. That's all I can really pull from this. And there's like something about it being in the dark, a little seed. This might be something brand new being planted inside you, a new lesson, a new change. Or, like I said, it could be the universe, the earth finally mothering you. Things working out the way that you kind of want it to. Maybe you just been real, things have just been kind of shitty lately. The universe is going to make up for it. But I don't know. Like, there's a lot of different messages here. The Berkana rune is like kind of like a mystery one. It's more so energy and not just like the thing. If anything, it represents a birch tree. So if a birch tree means anything to you, if you're big on trees and flora and stuff like that and the symbolism, then I'll let you know that. But I'm not big on trees and flowers, so I can't tell you the first thing about a birch tree and what it represents. But yeah, the birch is here. I think the birch tree actually represents fertility, if I'm not too wrong. It might be something having to do with fertility. So like I said, some of you might be getting pregnant this year or having a baby this year. But one of the biggest things is that there's definitely going to be some change that's going to foster growth inside of you. And this change is it's going to be a mystery, because the Berkana rune is really about allowing yourself to be planted and growing. So, and that experience looks different for so many different people. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a year where things grow, change, and progress. A situation that probably just started towards the end of 2022 is going to start making its way in 2023. Okay. You cannot make a mistake. There are infinite possibilities available to you. Where is your heart guiding you? Yeah, this is definitely about your choices, Pile 3. Something here about growing and making choices and finding your guide or finding your way. Like I said, you're probably being mothered this year. This is definitely a big learning and growing year for you. Like I said, you could either be in your early 20s and discovering stuff, or like in like a little bit older. I said late 50s, but you could just be older and discovering what it means to live again. Because you cannot make a mistake. Like, what is it that you want to do in your heart? You're not too old to have the things that you want to do, and it's not too soon to get started on pushing towards your ultimate goals. This year is meant to help facilitate your growth in a deep, deep personal way. And this card here is also a deep personal card. Where is your heart guiding you? What is it that you want? I will read this card for you, Pile 3, because this is the number 3 card and it came out for Pile 3. So it's important. And it's the theme of your year, so I'll read it. You have drawn this card as a reminder that great power and support exists within and around you. And what did I say about like you being mothered by the universe and being supported? You may feel uncertain about the path forward, especially if you just overcome the difficult period or situation. I was saying that as well. You are entering a never before experienced part of your life, one with great hope, love, joy, and meaning. It can be scary to leave what you worked so hard to create, but this is the time to gracefully step forward. You'll be rewarded for your courage. Know that you cannot make a mistake. All choices give you more clarity and confidence with each choice you make. The universe will swoop in to support your decision. I was saying a lot about the universe too. To support your decision and give you what you need most. You have abundant opportunities in front of you. The question is, which path do you want to take? What is calling to you the most? Because multiple opportunities await. Instead of being overwhelmed by the unknown possibilities, lean into excitement. You deserve all the good fortune coming to you. You've done the healing and releasing necessary to embrace this new phase of your life. Accept your calling and step into your future with hope, fascination, peace, and awe. Keep trusting your instincts and know that your heart is your compass when you listen to it. You will never go astray. Well, know that your heart is your compass, and when you listen to it, you'll never go astray. So yeah, Pile 3. There's a lot of beautiful things that's like actually meant to facilitate you into growing this year. Like I said, I kept feeling like you being mothered by the universe, being supported, and it came out again in the card. Mind you, your group is the only one that I actually read whose card I've actually like read from the book. All the other ones I just did an intuitive read, but for you guys, I read it from the book, and I think you really need to take that to heart, because I didn't do that for any other pile. This year is really meant for you to like have the to get started on just experiencing the life that you want. Pile three, period. Especially if you're like someone that's like deeply into their cult or intensely spiritual and things have been kind of rough lately. The universe is letting up and it's saying, all right, come on, let's go. You did your time, you did your healing, you've been through your dark night. Now let's step into the light. What do you want? It's I'm feeling like giving you a treat this year. Like this year is your treat for all the hard work that you've been putting in so far. It's like, okay, I've done it. Now for your reward, you can get one or two things, maybe even three, depending on how much work you put in. That's just guaranteed for you this year. Probably three things. It's very important that you realize that this year you're being heavily supported. Pile three, heavily supported by the universe. This is going to be a very beautiful year for you, especially with the number three coming out. That's that the number of the spirit, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, yada yada yada. The triumvirate. But yeah, it's a very divine number, and this might be a big divine year for you, Pile three. So now we're going to talk about the advice. What is Pile 3's advice for the 2023? What is Pile 3's advice for 2023? You got a fork in the road and come to the edge. Come on. Spirit is speaking to you, Pile 3. This is very intense. With fork in the road and come to the edge at the bottom, this is definitely about everything that your cards have been talking about, making a change and like leaning into your faith, leaning into the work that you've done, leaning into the forces around you. That's exactly what the come to the edge card is all about. Having faith and taking a leap into a new direction. That's exactly what this card is talked about as well. And now you get this card, fork in the road, a new choice and a new path. Whatever is meant to happen for you this year, Pile 3, all cards are pointing to you going down a new road or a new path or new opportunity or new opportunities. Multiple coming your way, Pile 3. Like this is like heavily corroborated energy. Like your reading is actually the most succinct, and I can feel I got goosebumps. Like I haven't had goosebumps in all the other readings, but yours is very intense, Pile 3. Spirit is working overtime in your case. If you pick this pile, it's working overtime. And I had a feeling about this because this is like really occult, divine symbology. So if you really pick this, you really might have a penchant for occultism, like maybe reading tarot cards, doing magic and stuff like that, or just getting engaged in spirituality. It might really be your jam if you pick this. If you pick this deck in particular. And the cards here are kind of corroborating that. Spirits are with you, helping you, providing you with opportunity. Have trust, faith in the universe. Take that leap. Go towards your goals. Try something. New things are going to be happening for you. Take those new things. Don't just stick to what's familiar for you, Pile 3. And growth. You being mothered, being grown. Real deep magical stuff here. A new fertile life coming for you, and that fertility is birthing opportunities. Like this, your reading is actually very divine in and of itself, Pile 3. Very divine in and of itself. And it all speaks to new opportunities and growth because you've been doing the work, the inner work, and now it's time to be rewarded for it. So let's see what we have in terms of like extra energy. The Four of Wands. What does it say here? Perfected work. Exactly. Like I said, you've been putting in the work with your spirit guides and your energy and your spiritual path. And now it's time to really face the rewards for it. And that's exactly what the Four of Wands is about. It's about that celebration, about the completion of something stable in your life. Finally. Finally coming into fruition here. With Venus and Aries coming together. The masculine and feminine finally joining together. Your spirit, the work that you've been putting in the world, and your spirit finally coming forth and corroborating it. And at the bottom, you do have the Six of Wands for this card, for victory. A very come on, Pile 3. Like, you guys are feeling the energy here. You guys are seeing the same reading that I'm seeing. Victory, completion, perfected work, stability. These are the things that is like really moving, that you're really moving towards in 2023. And it's going to be new for you. And like the card said, it might be a brand new life that you never even thought possible for yourself. But have faith, Pile 3. This is what's coming out for you and what's being like repeated over and over again. New opportunities, growth. Only thing you have to do is just believe and go towards it. Believe that this thing can happen for you, or even if you don't believe that it can happen for you, still move towards it anyway because you're being told to. The Six of Pentacles, but what does it say? It says at the bottom, material success. We have perfected work, material success. The Six of Pentacles is usually about like sharing, though, about generosity, or like finding a balance in your material. So the fact that this says material success and perfected work is actually quite funny. I'm seeing here, Pile 3, that this is an increase in all areas of you feeling more completed in your spirit, more closely connected to your guides, and them supporting you and pushing you forward, leading you into more money, new opportunities, and just a bunch of beautiful things. Opportunities for people to give to you and for you to give to them. Opportunities for you to really realize just how powerful you truly are, and just how gifted and how capable you are, Pile 3. This is really meant to be a big, personally fulfilling year. And it's filled with a lot of new opportunities and a bunch of beautiful things that's coming your way, Pile 3. And I'm so excited for you. And I feel like you probably really deserve this. So let's get your final card here. Let's see what we got. Last card for 2023 for Pile 3. Your final card is, wow, hilarious. It's the Emperor. Stability, control. You finally feeling like you own your life. We see the sign of Aries coming out like twice here, with both the Emperor representing Aries and Aries coming here in conjunction with Venus. Your masculine energy is going to be very, very important for you, Pile 3. You've been deeply invested into your feminine energy, and now that feminine energy is supporting you, is with you. The universe has heard your plea, and they're working with you in this year. But you need to up that masculine energy. You need to go out and do, Pile 3. You can't just expect the universe to just toss things in your lap if you're not doing anything. And this is the big thing here. You need to do. If there's something that you want, it's not just going to come to your doorstep, Pile 3. You need to do. You need to think about what it is that you want, plan it, and execute. And that's when all the good things are going to start happening. And that's the reminder here. Because you're meant to be by the end of the year, you might end up on the top of the world, or on top of your life, or in a place that you never even imagined, feeling like a king or a queen or whatever you are. It's beautiful. And this is a harmonious change in your life. You see here that it says harmonious change with the Two of Pentacles. We even have Jupiter and Capricorn over here. Big increases in your finances, Pile 3. That's one thing that I'm seeing here. A big change in your financial situation in one way or another. Positive change in your financial situation. You feeling more in control over your life, more structured, more secured, more balanced. Because here we have the 2, the 6, and the 4. You have nothing but even numbers here. 2, 4, and 6. Even numbers that can just be split. There's something here about you and spirit working in harmony, like you guys being partners in this. This is very important for you, Pile 3. If I'm seeing you're speaking of spirit in the universe and it's just not your thing, then maybe this isn't your pile. Because this is for someone that's actually involved with the universe, that has a connection and a relationship with it. And I'm really feeling like this is a direct communication. I got your back. This year I got your back. Go do the things that you want to do and have a little bit more trust and faith in me, in us. We're here for you. So Pile 3, whatever it is that you want, whatever new opportunities come your way that's new and exciting, take them. Take them. Do it. Go for it. Because things are going to start coming your way once you get out and start trying to pave your way. The universe will support you. Because remember, your masculine energy is needed for this, Pile 3. Because the universe is providing all the feminine energy you'll need. So now it's your time to be a little bit more masculine in this year. I think that's a pretty succinct and clear message. Um, Beautiful year for you, Pile Three. All the piles have been beautiful, but this is by far my favorite because Spirit made an appearance in this one, so this is beautiful. So, Pile 3, thank you so much for your time and energy. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, please. If you guys would like to support me in a different way, you can book a reading, donate money, or donate a deck off my Amazon wish list. Any way that you choose to support me is A-okay with me. Thank you so much for your time and energy, Pile 3, and please be blessed. Mwah. Bye.